Hello students, welcome back to class. Today in this session I am going to explain lesson number 2 from your textbook, that is spreadsheet, functions and charts. Okay students, previous year you have learned about a worksheet, some fundamental tasks such as creating worksheet, entering data, inserting rows and columns, deleting rows and columns and simple mathematical calculation. Today, before going to start the class, let us discuss some of components in a worksheet. First one, active cell. A cell in which the cell pointer is located in a worksheet is called the active cell. Second one, column. Columns are the vertical lines of a worksheet. Third one, row. Rows are the horizontal lines of a worksheet. Fourth one, file header. File header means it is the smallest square pointer present in active cell. Fifth one, address bar. It shows the cell address of the active cell. Sixth one, formula bar. It is used to write formula to perform different mathematical and logical tasks. Next, title bar. It is the topmost bar that displays file name and the name of the application. Next, file menu. It displays all the frequently used tasks. Next, quick access toolbar. It stores a few shortcut buttons. Next one, ribbon tab. It is the task-oriented graphical user interface. Next one, worksheet tab. It indicates three default worksheets named as sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Last one, status bar. It displays about the size of window and views in it. Content, range of cells, selecting range in rows and columns, sheet tab in a spreadsheet, cell references in a worksheet. First is about range of cells. Before that, what is the meaning of cell? A cell is the smallest unit of a worksheet which is formed at the intersection of rows and columns. Each cell has its own cell address for reference. The address of a cell consists of the column letter followed by the row number. Example, A4. A is the column letter and the number 4 is a row number. Next, a range of cells is a group of cells that have been selected and which forms a shape of a rectangular box. Look at the diagram. This is a range of a cell. The column income, that is a range of a cell. Next is selecting range in rows and columns. First, range. When two or more cells are selected, it is called a range. A range of cells can be selected by two ways. First one by using mouse, second one by using keyboard. Selecting rows and columns. Step 1. Take the mouse pointer near to the cell from where you are going to start the selection. The mouse pointer will change to a black arrow. Step 2. Click the left mouse button and drag your mouse to your right if it is a row or to downwards if it is a column. Step 3. Release the mouse pointer. Look at the picture. In that worksheet, the selected row means you have to take the mouse pointer towards right side. If it is a column, we have to take the mouse pointer to downwards. Next is about sheet tab in a worksheet. In MS Excel, the current worksheet that is displayed on the screen is called the Sheet tab. By default, the system displays three sheets, that Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3, where Sheet 1 works as a default worksheet. These sheet tabs are located at the bottom left part of the worksheet. Next is naming a sheet tab. To name a sheet, perform the following steps. Step 1. Take the mouse pointer on sheet 1. Any sheet tab, not only sheet 1. Step 2. Double click on the sheet tab. The sheet 1 tab word will become darker. Step 3. Enter the new name for that and then press the enter key. Look at the worksheet. Step 1. Take the mouse pointer on sheet 1. Then double click. So the word sheet 1 will become darker. Type a new name for a tab and press enter. Next is renaming sheet tab. To rename a sheet tab, perform some steps. Step 1. Select the sheet tab. Step 2. Right click on the mouse. Then you will get one pop-up menu. In that pop-up menu, select rename option. Type the name in the sheet tab, new name. Then press enter key. Next is deleting a sheet tab. You can delete a worksheet in the same way like renaming. Step 1. Select the sheet tab that you want to delete. Step 2. Right click on the mouse. Step 3. Select the option delete from the pop-up menu. Step 4. Press the enter key. Now the selected sheet will be deleted. Next topic is about cell references in a worksheet. First is about cell. Cell means it is the intersection of row and column. Next, cell address. Cell address means it is column letter followed by a row number. When cell address is copied or used in a formula for calculation is known as a cell references. There are three types of cell referencing. First one, relative cell referencing. Second one, absolute cell referencing. Third one, mixed cell referencing. First one is relative cell referencing. In a formula, the position of a cell address is used. When the formula is copied to a new cell, corresponding cell address changes according to new cell address is known as relative cell referencing. Look at the worksheet. In that worksheet, you are going to calculate the product by using a formula in the D2 cell as B2 into C2. When the formula is copied to a column D3, D4, D5, etc., the formula will get adjusted automatically. That is, D3 equals to B3 into C3, D4 equals to B4 into C4, D5 equals to B5 into C5. Here, the cell address will change automatically based on the position of a cell. Second one is absolute referencing. Absolute referencing means keeping the value of a particular cell constant in a formula is known as absolute referencing. Here we will use $sign to keep the cell value absolute. Look at the given worksheet. In that worksheet you are going to calculate the gross. Gross equals to hourly rate into hours. Here only the hour will change but the hourly rate will remain the same to all the cells. If you copy the formula to remaining cell, it will change automatically. First, D5 equals to C5 into C2, D6 equals to C6 into C2, D7 equals to C7 into C2, D8 equals to C8 into C2. You can see all these formulas. In this formula, the C2 value is constant for all the cells. That is the meaning of absolute reference. Keeping the one value of a cell is a constant. third type of referencing is mixed referencing. Mixed referencing is a combination of relative and absolute reference. In this reference, the data of one cell is kept absolute and other is made relative, and they are operated together in a formula. Example, B5 cell equals to B3 into B4. Next, C5 cell equals to B3 into C4. You can see here B3 is constant in 2 cell address also. Next, D6 equals to B3 into D4. Here also B3 is constant. Means one cell address is kept absolute and the other cell address is relative. Thank you students. Have a nice day.